Happy Friday. You guys are going to get 3 different dinner recipes from me in this video. They were some dinners that I filmed last week that I fed my family. I meant to like film all week long, but filming at dinner time can be a little crazy when, you know, the house is full of children. So we had these 3 meals, and then we also had breakfast for dinner one night with the casserole that I prepped in my meal prep video. We heated that up. I cut up some fruit and just had like a little fruit on the side, and that was just a quick, easy dinner for us. And then we had leftovers one night. We went to my parents for a fish fry, and I forget what we had the last night. I think it was like a fin for yourself. We had like various leftovers, but I was able to get 3 of our dinners filmed, and that's what you guys are going to see right now. Starting out tonight's dinner, cooking some mild Italian sausage. The sausage is almost done. I'm adding in 1 zucchini that I chopped up. So I'm just gonna let the sausage finish cooking with the zucchini in here. Meanwhile, I've got a pot of water here, lightly salted, waiting to come to a boil. And my oven just beeped. It is at 375, and I'm just finishing off this bag of meatballs that I had in the freezer. So these meatballs are gonna bake for 20 minutes. All right, sausage is done. I poured, let's see, what was this? A can of sauce in here, 24 ounces, tomato, basil, garlic. I also put in a little water, shook it up just to get the sauce that sticks to the sides, and poured that all in my skillet here. Turn the heat to low, and I'm just gonna let this cook the entire time while I'm waiting for those meatballs for the 20 minutes. And that way my sauce is ready to go once everything else is done. Okay, I just picked up this classic iceberg salad. This is one of the kids' like just favorite salad mixes. And I cut up a cucumber. I'm gonna add that in. Got the cucumbers in there, and I did go ahead and chop up some little tomatoes as well. Okay, water is boiling, so I have some linguine pasta in here, and this is gonna take probably like 8 to 10 minutes, which the meatballs have 10 minutes left. So the timing is gonna be pretty good on dinner tonight. Picked up a $1 loaf of French bread from Walmart. I had this in my pantry, this roasted garlic bread spread. Oh my gosh. Too bad smell-o-vision isn't a thing. This is like super heavy on the garlic. You can see the huge chunks of garlic in here. I have high hopes for this. Smells amazing. I am going to, my kids love cheesy garlic bread. So I have some mozzarella cheese that has been in my refrigerator forever. Still looks and smells good, but I definitely need to use it up before it starts to take a turn. So I'm going to add a little bit of mozzarella cheese, and then I'm just going to broil this in the oven. I'll keep an eye on it. It should only take a minute or 2 just to get the top toasty, the sides, you know, the sides toasty, and the cheese melted and all of that. I'm gonna add a little bit more cheese to here. My kids are definitely huge fans of cheese. Oh my gosh. I mean, it's been a while since I've burnt something, but this is what happens when I get distracted filming, doing dinner, and I have to walk away to do something for pet or child. Yeah, so I don't think I can salvage that one. This one, I think I can salvage. So, you know, yeah, this one's not bad. This one looks, yeah, that one's just too far gone. This one I think will be okay. So we just won't have leftovers of the garlic bread because we definitely wouldn't have eaten both of these tonight. So that's all right. At least this bread was only $1, and I needed to use up the mozzarella cheese anyway. It's just that spread was not the cheapest thing, but oh well. So I'm gonna let this cool just a little bit, then just slice this up, and my meatballs just finished. So dinner is almost ready. Okay, and dinner is served. So I've got the salad, everything that we like to add to it, croutons, sunflower seeds, bacon bits, cottage cheese, 2 dressings for everybody to pick from, the Olive Garden Italian, Olive Garden Ranch, We've got those meatballs, so that's one thing out of my freezer. We've got the sauce that I just jazzed up. We will not go through all of this sauce, so I will be able to freeze probably a good half of this, if not more, because 2 of my kids don't like this kind of sauce, but I just love it, and I haven't made this one in a little while, so only one of my kiddos doesn't care what kind of sauce. I've got the pasta right here. I do add a little bit of oil to my pasta, especially if I'm not adding like sauce to it right away. So I add a little oil in there, and then 2 of my kids like soy sauce on any kind of like a pasta and rice. So I've got the soy sauce and then the Parm cheese for anybody who wants to add that on top. And then if we come over here, we've got a dog, and then here's the bread. So I'll pop up a picture of a finished plate right here, but that's what we're having for dinner tonight. Tonight's dinner requires prepping it in the morning. It is a crock pot meal. I will link the recipe that I am using in the description box. I found this online. So, and I'm going to be following it pretty much exactly. I have made this before and everybody loved it. So I have some egg noodles here, rosemary leaves, thyme, bay leaves, garlic, onion. I already had like baby carrots, so I didn't buy regular carrots. I'm just gonna chop up the baby carrots, some celery, a lemon, salt and pepper, a chicken broth, and then I am using like already seasoned chicken. I think the first time I made this recipe, or the past few times we've made this recipe at least a handful of times, I've just used regular chicken. I've never seen this before, but this is what I picked up from the store. Rotisserie season. I'm gonna go ahead and use that. It'll just add a little extra oomph to the chicken noodle soup. So I'm just gonna prep everything and get it in my crock pot. Okay, I've got everything in my slow cooker except for the pasta and the lemon. I will be adding those in later. So I'm just getting my chicken broth in now, and I'm going to let this cook for 8 hours. It's 9 o'clock now, so it'll be ready for me to move on to the next step right around 5. Okay, my 8 hours are up. I'm gonna take the lid off, and then, okay, I can see this bay leaf. So I'm gonna take this bay leaf out, try to find the other one also. I'm gonna hang out right there. Okay, I'm gonna get the chicken. Oh, it's like totally falling apart. Yay. I should have got a spoon instead of a fork, but the fork's already dirty. So we're gonna do our best and just get this chicken out of here. So we're gonna shred it up and add it back in. And then we're gonna get the pasta in here also. There's that bay leaf. Okay. So let me toss these bay leaves out. Okay, I'm sure you guys all know the hack for shredding chicken. Even though this is so tender, I could probably use a fork. I'm just so used to using my mixer. So I'm gonna shred this. And I kept that in real time so you could see how long that took me. I mean, this is only 2 chicken breasts, but it doesn't take any time at all. So I'm gonna add my chicken. Ooh, that's warm. Should have kept the fork over here. Back into my soup. And then I'm adding 8 ounces. Well, I've got a 16-ounce bag here, and I just had about half. So 8 ounces of the egg noodles in here. Give it a little stir. Oh my gosh, it smells so good. I love chicken noodle soup when it's cold out. And it's a good 49 degrees outside. So awesome. Perfect day for some crock pot soup. Okay, I'm gonna get my lid back on, and I'm going to leave it on high, but just cook it for about 10 minutes, just until the pasta is done. Oh yeah, those noodles are definitely done. I've been in the kitchen all day, so this is gonna be so good for dinner tonight. I've been meal prepping, which you guys should have already seen that video. Okay, so now I'm gonna add the juice of half of a lemon. This really does help a lot, and I have not used this contraption before. This is something that Mark picked up, well, he ordered off of Amazon, I believe, so I can link it. But it is like a heavy duty juice press, and this thing is pretty cool. So he puts a lot of like lemon and lime juice in his waters, and the little one is just, it's time consuming when you're doing that much. And this you get a lot of juice out of. So I could use the little one for this because I'm just doing one. He does several at a time. But I want to try this out, and I wanted to try this out with you guys. So I'm putting my lemon in here, and then I don't have to worry about it going anywhere. There's no holes or anything. I'm just gonna squish the heck out of it. Wow. I guess because it's metal, that was like super easy. Look at that. You definitely get more juice out, and then the juice is, oh, hold on. Let me take this out. I don't want the seeds to fall in there. I did this wrong. Don't fall in their seeds. Okay, so then you don't have to take this out. I'm just taking it out to show you. The juice hangs out in the bottom. So now I can add, let me bring you guys a little closer. I can add my juice in there. And that was definitely more juice than what I would have gotten out using my other one. So I'm just gonna stir the lemon juice in here, and our dinner will be ready to bowl out. I'm gonna bowl out everybody's soup. That way it can cool off a little bit, pull all the salad stuff out. So we're gonna have like double bowls at the table tonight, but this is what we are having for dinner tonight, a super yummy and comforting chicken noodle soup. Okay, another night, another dinner. This one is easy peasy. I am preheating my oven to 425 degrees. Okay, and we are having a sheet pan meal for a dinner tonight. So I have a bag of broccoli florets. I'm just gonna pour the whole bag out on here. And there are a few bigger pieces, so I'm just gonna make them a little smaller. I'm taking some oil. I'm using avocado oil. And I'm just drizzling over all of the broccoli. And then I'm gonna use the Trader Joe's 21 seasoning salute and be pretty generous with it. You could do this in a bowl and then mix it up that way and transfer it to the baking sheet, but I like to cut down on dishes, and this way works just fine. Okay, now I'm gonna get my hands all up in here and just mix it all together and spread it out. Now I gotta wash my hands. Okay, also have this that was in my freezer. It's the Bird's Eye Oven Roasters red potato wedges and onions, and they are seasoned with salt and pepper. So I'm gonna add that here, and look at all that freezer burn. Yeah, this bag's been in my freezer for a while. So I'm just gonna add a little bit more oil just to make sure it's all good. And one more little go around with the seasoning. Okay, now we are cutting up some meat. Had this in my freezer. The unexpected cheddar chicken sausage from Trader Joe's. I pulled this out last night and stuck it in my fridge so it would be nice and thawed out for today. And there are 4 links in here, so I'm just gonna chop these up into little bite-sized pieces. Need to roll my sleeves up. I'm wearing an oversized sweater today and it is getting in my way. All right, let's see what size, yeah, okay. Sheet pan meals are so awesome because you can just, I mean, it's a great way to use up what you have on hand. Whether it is items that you like have in the freezer, like the bagged items that I have, or fresh produce, peppers, onions, that kind of thing. Chicken cooks great on a sheet pan. Sausage is definitely our go-to though. It's just because it's like the easiest. There's not a whole lot of prep involved. You just throw it all together. I would say you're only cleaning 1 dish, but because I'm cutting the sausage up, obviously I have the knife and the cutting board. All right, now we're just gonna take this over to our sheet pan. And add it in here. And then I'm just gonna push it all down, spread it down a little bit, or spread it out. Oh, you know what? I thought that was like big clumps of freezer burn, but it's an onion. I'm like, man, there's gonna be a lot of water in here, but no, these are huge slices of onions. Okay, I feel a little better. I feel a little better about this. So, okay, everything's kind of spread out. I have it on a large sheet pan. I'm just trying to see if I can get it into one even layer. It just all cooks better that way. All right, once my oven is preheated, I'm going to bake this for 25 minutes. Okay, 25 minutes is up. Dinner is done. I'm not gonna show it plated because this is exactly what it looks like. We'll just use some little plates and fill them up. All right, I hope you guys enjoyed those 3 meal ideas. If you did, give this video a big thumbs up. I hope you're having a fantastic day. If you're new, I would love for you to subscribe, stick around. If you guys have any video suggestions, go ahead and leave me a comment. I'm gonna have a little bit of extra time on my hands over the next few weeks, I think, so I might be able to do more than just like filming the odd dinner or grocery haul, that kind of thing, but I always enjoy seeing y'all's suggestions and how I can incorporate those into my schedule. So with that, I will see you guys in the next one. Bye.